2 ways to discover what is your childhood wound so that you can heal it. Number 1, you can just go the hard way in some manner, because it is a long way. You need to do a lot of work straight off the bat. So perhaps some therapy, uncovering your childhood patterns and your communication patterns as well, with your perhaps previous partners or parents, whomever is closer to you, it will probably tell you more. So if, let's say, you resort to blaming or maybe you're people pleasing, all of this will tell you a bit more where your childhood wound lies. So you might want to look at those managing behaviors. So the front that you're putting up, are you like hyper confident, or are you using perhaps sexuality in different ways to appease some void inside of you? See what are you doing, and that potentially could lead you to a deeper emotion so that you can heal it. And you can trace, where did it start for you? Was it in your teenage years, in your childhood? Was it because of your parents or more because of your peers? Both of those will be very influential in your life. So even if you're thinking, oh, I had fine childhood, is great, but everyone has a lesson in life that they need to learn. And if they don't, then, well, they're not going to go to this higher level of enjoying life and being this good person and having an understanding of yourself, which I believe is one of the most important things in life. And that really gives us the enjoyment rather than be creating a lot of anxiety inside of us, because we're just covering everything that goes on inside of us. Once we stop running away from that womb, then it will reveal itself and we don't have to run anymore. And I think this is the most powerful thing. The second way is to wait for an eruption, an absolute eruption in your life. Usually it comes with relationships or problems with parents or falling out with parents, friends, but a lot of it will probably come from your partnership. If you're in a relationship, it will show you just a mirror to your face. So your partner potentially could be a mirror for you, and either you're going to split up because of it or you're going to work through it together. However, those information will be available over there, especially if it's the ending of the relationship. You'll see clearly what you have done wrong, and everybody is doing something wrong usually. You would need to be super self-actualized, very calm person that already resolved their childhood wound if you want to say, okay, I really did whatever I could. However, if someone is very triggering for you, such as, of course, our partners are very much so, because we're very, very close with them, they will show us exactly what we are doing and our dysfunctional behaviors. So were you blaming? Were you shaming? Were you people pleasing? Were you avoiding? And that will be very, very visible. And only when you admit it to yourself that, look, I've done this wrong thing over here, and it comes from XYZ, and those emotions are triggered and overfloating because it's such a strong sensation to, let's say, lose a relationship or have a big fight, that eventually you can see them, because we cover these up with so many things like alcohol, just friends, right, going out. All of this will cover everything up just to have a casual conversation, or watch a movie. All of this is covering up the noises in our head. So you would need to really assess this, what's going on for you. I really do recommend journaling, for example, therapy, breathing, mindfulness. So that's the tip number 1, right? If you want to do this work. But for both examples, you would need to eventually do it. It's just 2 ways of finding out what is your childhood wound. Go to the link below. There's my dating guide. You can buy it off Amazon, and there's some therapy courses and Migiri Quit Porn app.